Yeah, the quarter is actually better than what you're presenting. We're down in terms of revenue, but it's because of Forex. Forex is 3% down. But actually, in markets that are going sideways at best, our volumes are up, and our volumes are up for the fourth quarter in a row, and our gross margin is expanding also for the fourth quarter in a row. So it's a Q3 that looks a lot like Q2, which is what we guided for. And as much as the markets are not providing tailwind, we are handling our business in the way we should and making sure we stay lean and competitive.
So do you expect then that volume growth to continue, or is it going to be an effect of pricing ultimately as well?
Well, volume growth, if you look at Q3, we were 1% up in volumes, which once again, in markets that are flat to soft, I guess, it's a decent number. But actually, if you exclude the China decorative paints market, which is about 7% of our revenue base, our volumes are up somewhere between 3 and 4%. So it does tell you that there are pockets of growth. There are also areas of slowdown, like automotive, aerospace, where our backlog is really full. Airbus and Boeing are slowing down production. So there's a lot of ups and downs, and overall it's kind of a soft, kind of flattish market, and that leads us to guide for flat volumes in Q4.
Hey Greg, it's really good to see you. China, I know that there's some great markets out there in Asia, India, Vietnam. We can talk about those afterwards. But just tell me, do you see any sign? We've had a drip feed of solid support fiscally from the PBOC as of late. But do you see any sign of stabilizing China, let alone growing?
I do, actually. And Akzo is interesting in terms of commenting on China because we've got two businesses of equal size. We've got our decorative paints business in China, which is about 7% of sales overall of the group, which really is a proxy for consumer confidence in China. And then we've got our industrial businesses where we sell paint for cars, for example, vehicle refinish of a lot of the Chinese OEMs. We sell coatings for laptops, cell phones, architectural coatings for construction. And these two businesses are behaving in a completely opposite way and have been behaving in opposite ways since the beginning of the year. The consumer side of the business is struggling. Volumes are down significantly. I mean, volumes in decorative paints in China for the year are down, in double digits. But if you look at the industrial businesses, which are a proxy for economic activity in kind of the wider sense, we're actually up also double digits. So even in Q3, where there were some question marks on China, the industrial businesses did well, the consumer businesses did badly. And we see that continuing. So as much as we're not seeing the signs of the stimulus on consumer confidence, we're seeing those signs impact industrial activity.